Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a second here, something is not working. As usual, seeing as I'm streaming. Never smooth, is it? Need this running. There we go. So, this is a bit of setup. This is on the coming server. We started setting it up, we have it running, and there's a survival world mostly, but I'm here in a little box to fix some command block systems that I want for the server. I already set up a improved sleeping stuff that I made a video about a long time ago. It's a bit more streamlined than that one, but basically anybody who's in the overworld and sleeping, then it triggers the system, and what it does is basically count how many of the overworld players who are sleeping, and it requires 25% of them to be sleeping. So, I guess Sphinxy is going to be commentating this in chat. When it comes, let me get my chat windows up. Well, hello. Okay. Basically, we're setting the server up. Some of my friends have access. There's a few mods on the server that we started setting up. We haven't given out any general access or anything, but we'll get there. I want to get some of this stuff set up. Primarily, I want this stuff up before we sort of let loose. Basically a lock system that I had before, so if you have a chest and you don't want people to steal your slime balls, and there's a so now I can open it, but if I apply this lock, then now I can't open it again. I'm clicking here, right clicking, nope. There's no way to get in. So that's what I have this far. The problem is there's no way of unlocking it. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm gonna be basically let me maybe call it. No, that's not how you spell locked. What about hoppers? I mean, you can pull stuff out of it with a hopper. The thing, well, now I've removed the lock. But the thing with this lock is it prevents you from placing blocks in any of the surrounding blocks. I am looking at the chat. You can stop spamming it. And hi. So that's a good point, though. I need to make sure, but I've tested the blocks around it and the block above it, and you definitely can't put hoppers there. But I need to double check that you can't put a hopper below, because yeah, then you could pull stuff out of it. But it's not supposed to. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure that when you're close to your chest, so if you lock a chest, then it's gonna be yours. And if you're close to it, it's gonna be openable. But then if you leave more than, like, say 3 blocks or something, then it's gonna lock itself. Right now it's just always locked. Hello Sean. This is on the coming fan server, community server. It's going to be command block setup for some extra stuff I want on it, so it's not going to be entirely pure survival. We also have this thing here. It's basically, if you join in and you're not set a member, you're going to be switched over to spectator mode. So it can... Hey, Life of Chrome, what is the problem? Like, is it better on here or not? But Minecraft has a lock functionality, but you have to be, like, it's for map makers. You can set it on in the data of a chest, and then you can't open it unless you're holding the right item. But you can't. There's no good way of locking something in survival. The lock system I made before had a lock that you locked a chest, and then it waited for an item to be thrown on it, and whenever you threw like a second item that matched that item, you would unlock it. So if you threw a named paper onto it, then you had to throw a named paper with the exact same name onto it. Which is nice and all, but that is kind of a bigger system, and I figured it would be easier just if you get to own your chest, and then it opens up whenever you're close. The way it works is there's a slime on top of here. It's size 2, so its hitbox is larger than the chest. You can actually, if we disable this thing, you see. Oops. Not the sign. Hello. So there you go. This is how it actually works. And of course you can't click through a slime. A nice little nose it got from. And it's invulnerable, so you can't kill it, and you can't push it or anything. So that's what it is. If I now go back into... I need to stop setting all kinds of stuff everywhere, see. In here, hopper. Can I place a hopper there? I could. Aha! I stole my own slime ball. That's no good. But it does prevent, I'm pretty sure, me from placing... Yeah, I can't place items in any of the blocks surrounding it. Nor the block... Where can I put it? Okay, let's see. Okay, I can't... No, not the blocks above it either, but below. It's nice. Admitting his power abuse openly on the stream. Yeah, place it a little lower. The worst part is I don't actually know if it stays put, because the collision things have changed. Or the no AI rule no longer rules out gravity, so what happens if I lock a chest in the air? Yeah, it falls through. Oh, it's never so easy, is it? Why did they have to do that? Without me giving us a replacement. It's annoying. Okay. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Make the slime a bit bigger. Yeah, I could, but I still need to fix the height and the fact that it falls. So, let's see. Here's a summon. So I'm gonna have to summon... Oh, come on. Here. Instead of a slime, I'm gonna have to armor stand. And that's gonna have to have an offset in the Y direction, but let's leave that for now. This is gonna have to have a passengers list with this thing in it. So basically that. And it also needs an ID. Okay. And then, let's see, this needs no gravity true, and in all one. Don't know if I can have marker there actually. Make it have a corrupt levitation effect. Yeah, that's not bad actually. I haven't watched this video, no. It seemed to have a very basic subject, so I kind of assumed it was the basic subject. By the way, this is not the same server that we've been running Entrapment on. So, joining that is not gonna get you in here. Yeah. I know what the corrupt levitation stuff is. Not sure why that would be better though. I mean, this is a solution for it. Okay, this is if the lock direction is 0. Okay, let's try that out. This bolt 1. Thing is, I can't remember. I think. Hold on a second. Oops. This is negative z. That's the 0. So if I put negative x, negative z, this is the 0 direction, and I have to be in survival or it doesn't work. And place that down. That's a bit of an issue. I don't believe it does that if it's like totally centered on the chest though, but it's not the same. It's not. Is it on the same computer? No, it's not on the same. This is like the others. The Entrapment server has been running on one of my machines. This is actually a proper hosted server. I'm not going to mention too many details about it right now, but okay, this by the looks of things, give me a slab. Here. Kind of looks to be. It's pretty much exactly half a block up. If I move it half a block down, it will cover just the bottom of this chest. But that's not exactly what I might. What I want. I want it a little bit lower than that. So here is the offset. So minus. What do I want? 0.5. But then probably. How much larger than a chest is a slime is the question. You can put it to the same there and see what happens. Actually, you can just test it. Oh. I should probably have given it a name. Okay. That looks pretty centered. And now I'm no longer getting hurt, which is good. The question is, does it now prevent, and I can do that, which is all good. Does it prevent a hopper from being placed underneath though? Aha, it does. Great success. Can I now place something above? I can't place it next to it. Oh, but I can place it above. Which potentially... But I can't place it facing downwards. So if I place a hopper, it's gonna go sideways. Like, there's no way I can place something down onto the chest, so I can't even spam fill somebody's chest with something. Even though that's much less of a concern. Now I can't can't even place them back. And I can't do this anymore. I'm gonna have to type equals arms and equals 1. I need to give it a name. That is pretty good. The slime is hanging on the edge, I think. I've been thinking about explosions, yes. I've considered... it's one of the things I want to upgrade to Minecraft 1.9 anyway. It needs a tiny little... Why not just... Lock what? Oh! You have a good point there, because I'm not... I need to look up how the locks is the exact syntax of the locks. It's just lock. Yeah, So block data, and I was under... Come on. Was under the impression that the lock only applied in adventure mode. It's on when I made the first one. But interesting. Holding an item whose name matches the string. Okay, so it's the name. It doesn't really matter right now, as it is a test. Chest is locked. Huh. Well. Okay, so question is... Can you make a name that is unnameable, or am I just gonna have to switch this out after the stream to something that nobody knows? Is the question. And then basically all of this is worthless. Not all of it. Okay, basically the recipe for creating a lock is a gold ingot and a tripwire hook, just thrown out on top of each other. Yes, I didn't think that ABC was a uniquely... Basically what I was wondering is it possible to create an item like that? Okay, we're gonna... go back up here. All this stack is detection for the recipe, gold ingot and tripwire hook to make a lock, and then the detection for what you've placed the lock on. So that, so far so good. But basically, what I'm going to do now is exchange all of those, so we want to execute. Actually, I should have kept some of that. Whatever. Type equals the frame. Detect. This was negative Z. Okay, hold on. Lock direction equals 0. Score lock direction. I can't type today. 0. Chest -1. Then we're gonna do it low. You need 1 million subs. Thank you. That'll take a while. It's been good the last few weeks though. The 1.9 video are sort of bringing in lots of people, and some of them staying. what I just realized is I probably should have kept most of that, including that. I need to spawn something there because I need an entity to execute off of. So I'm gonna put most of that back, but we can do a marker arm stand or a area effect cloud or something. 31 characters lock. Aha. Thank you. Okay, score. So the lock direction is just the detected direction. Basically which block the lock is attached to. It's kind of an iffy thing to detect exactly which block you've clicked with an item, which is why I'm doing it this way. No. That goes to the next detect. -1 Minecraft chest. -1. And then summon. Oh boy, I had that. What I actually 0.53 something. I have it in chat. This number. Oh, come on. That was a misclick. Oh man, how many times will you guys still find it entertaining to watch me write the same command over and over again? Wow. My server was bucket server on 1.7, yeah. It was way back. Oh. Hello, Norway. Lock. Direction. Lock. Direction. Come on. Main equals 1. Detect. -1. Minecraft colon chest. -1. Summon. Such excitement. Can he do it right? And let's go with an armor stand. I know there are some tiny efficiencies to be had from area effect clouds, but honestly they annoy me quite a bit because of the long name and because of all the stuff you have to put into them and keep refreshing their time to have it infinitely available, so I don't care. Also, it's convenient to be able to find them by looking at them in spectator mode. Custom aim locked. Actually, that has the additional benefit that we can actually use the custom name visible, because armor stands would show their names even when invisible. And marker 1, invisible 1, and no gravity 1. What else do I need? Team locks, I believe. Sir, is the fan server going to be Patreon? The answer was pretty clear on that channel update video. So a few people would consider doing Patreon and most didn't. So it's not going to be tied to Patreon. I might do some. I'm probably gonna set up Patreon at some point, and I might do like some perks on the server, some fancy stuff you get, but it's going to be something else. It's basically going to be for subscribers, and I don't really know if I do like a lottery or competition to join, or if I'll just start out with the people who've been subscribed for a long time and support the channel, and I don't know. So it's going to be something. It's not entirely clear. It'll be clear later this week. Okay, no gravity one. That should be okay. So now I just need to duplicate this 4 times for the 4 different directions, and I need to know which direction is which. Negative Z, I think it is positive X. It's one of the unexpected directions because it doesn't go the way I would have thought, at least. Type equals item frame, C equals 1. That is facing 1. So this is 1. 1 is positive X. So these are just a simple update now. This should have score lock direction 1 and lock direction mean. That was wrong in the other block. And then it's offset by 1 here instead of -1 there, and then this offset goes positive on X. Like so. Should probably test the one out before I keep going. Game mode. Survival. Okay, that was 3. That seems to not have worked. Yeah, there's no armor stand there. Oh wait, I even saw the error, but I didn't fix it. Okay. Bad. I've removed the armor stand, the command block that used to take things away. Bad way of doing things. For a moment I thought you were tilting your camera left and right, but you were only looking up. You get kind of messed up in the room like this. You're looking all kinds of weird angles. That is commonly known as spam, Mr. Pulse. Please don't do it. It's not going to help you out. Trust me. If your content is good, people will see your good content and they will subscribe. Not because you spammed other people's channels. Okay, this one is inverse of that. And which one is the MBT one? This one is the inverse of that. So this is 3, and negative X. Oh, I've forgotten to update this, I believe, in one of the blocks. So, and this one, I think, yeah, needs to be positive Z. Right. Yes. Okay. So the people who are basically onto Unaware's case about not posting videos like birds, I think you might underestimate the amount of effort that goes into a creation like the birds. That is an amazing creation, and it takes a ton of work to do something like that. At this point, hold on a second. It was pretty damn bad that I removed those from before. Lock direction requires something to have a potential lock tag. Okay, so it shouldn't have to. If something has a lock direction, then it has already been. No, wait. Yeah, it gets set to -1. Yeah. So let's see. I should be able to at this point kill any item. Type equals item frame, which has a score of lock direction, which is at least 0. that means I should only get one one thing out of making a lock here. Yeah, okay, locked. Nice. Kind of hidden. Why is the okay. For players. No, wait, teams join locks. It is called locks. Why? What is this going to be exactly? Yeah, some people have already answered, but it's a locking system, so you can lock chests on the server, and they will only open when you are around. Question is this armor stand on the locks team or not? What? Oops. I left an empty chest. Okay. Team. Oh. Derp. Team is a string and not a list. Fix up all of these. And get rid of this thing. Name equals. Okay, now we go back into survival, place a lock. Yeah, there we go. That's more what I expected to see. Now we should probably lift this a little bit so it's not half covered. It's locked. Just lift it by 0.125 maybe. That looks better. Just locked. Okay. Now, let's see. That is the kill. Then here, let's see, we're summoning this. Should probably put a tag on it so I can identify that it's new. Yes. So another edit to all of these tags. That is a list. I think I've already used a new lock tag, so I probably shouldn't reuse that. Like here, yeah, it has a new lock tag. Okay, so I need another tag. New locked. Ooh, I have all the imagination. Copy that. There we go. Okay, so now sorry if you're saying stuff, Swinksy, there's commands scrolling by in my screen. The donations are trolls, by the way. I do not have donations on this stream. Like the only way I make any money off of any of this stuff is through the ads on the YouTube channel. That's pretty much it, and that's not much money. Let's see, what am I doing? I am... Okay, so if I have... Yeah, okay. I need to execute off of anything tagged new locked and do a block. Actually, yeah, okay. No, there is other stuff we need before we go on with this. I need a scoreboard. Let's add ID. Let me unique D. Maybe make it caps. Next ID is 1. what we need to do essentially is give every player a unique ID so we can identify. Whoops, sorry about this swooshing of the screen. I need to give every player a unique ID on the server because I need to match the players to their chests, to the chests they own. Now, I've done this in a advanced command tutorial. It's fairly hairy business, some of this stuff, but we'll do it. What we want to do is players add. Everybody gets an ID of 0. So check this. Let's play. That should give us, yep. So now we all have 0, and then okay, hold on. We're going to execute off a player who has an ID score of 0. Is it also possible that when you throw a named item on the chest, it will unlock? That is exactly how my old system worked. Funnily enough. It's definitely possible to make that. And I have one of my very, very early videos, like less than 10 videos on the channel or something at that point, is about how to do that, or how I did that, and you can download this system. It basically involves a flying hopper minecart hovering far above the play area and then matching the items by checking if they stack. But on this, what I want to do here is just make players own their chests and unlock them whenever the player is close. And for that I need these IDs. But I think I can get away with it without an execute command on this location because I have conditional command blocks now. Yay! So if we have a player without a score, yeah, then we're gonna take their ID and set it to the next ID. This is gonna mess up now though. Okay, let's do that for now. Break the floor. This needs to be conditional, always active, and it needs to do scoreboard. Whoops. Players add next ID 1. That's what we need. Okay, now we can activate this, and it should immediately give me and Sphinxy IDs. It didn't. Oh, because I'm missing a word. There we go. Okay, so now we have IDs. It did do something. Now what we need to do is we need to match this armor stand that was just created with the person who just locked a chest. And that person is let's see, lock detection. New lock. That's okay. Okay, yeah. Now I remember. We have. Okay, I need to find a player. Okay, so if we execute off of that tag equals new locked. So we have a chest that has just been locked. That needs to copy its ID from a player nearby. So player's operation again at E tag equals new locked equals 1. ID equals, and then the closest player who has a score of lock placed equals 1, and a tag of locker? Was it? Pretty sure. This is kind of actually interesting. This, because if we're using the lock mechanism in Minecraft, there's nothing preventing us from locking like a trap chest or locking a hopper or stuff anyway. We could lock anything with a lock tag. Okay, I need to figure out. Where's my ID thing? Here. Lock place? Lock? No. Place lock? Place lock. Place lock. This place lock is basically a stat scoreboard for having used an item frame. And it's going to be automatically reset, so it's only one tick that it's active. But somewhere locking detection. Locker. Okay, yeah. We're setting somebody's holding a lock to be a locker. That is potentially a problem. Because by the time that you have placed it, you might have placed your last lock. So you probably no longer then holding a lock. This stuff should execute last. That is a problem. Okay, well, we'll deal with that in time. Yeah, hey chat, suggestions for something for Sphinxes to do? Okay, so tag is locker. Place lock menu. Yep, okay. Yeah, because now that's okay. At this point, we are safe to reset our. Yeah, because if this works, then we can reset our place lock score. Reset. Place lock. There. It goes away. Put an ID back. What I'm looking for is basically to get an ID score for this locked armor stand that's in here to be 1 whenever I've used a lock. But in order to do that, I'm gonna have to fix these blocks because they happen too soon. So I basically want those to happen here. And untag everybody's locker score and retag anybody holding a lock. So what I'm looking for is not whether they're holding a lock right now, but whether they were holding a lock last frame. And let's see. Basically can use this for whatever I need to do. And probably put some command related to the locking and unlocking of chests. Okay. Anyway, that should be working, so we should be able to try it out, but first I need to get rid of... Oh wait, I didn't actually... I just decided that that was a good number to move it up by. I'd never actually moved it up. So this needs to go 0.125 on all of these 4 command blocks. No, wait. Over here, summon. There. These commands are long enough to be quite annoying. There we go. Get rid of this. I had a kill command here, so there we go. And survival mode. This should tag me as the locker. Did, because obviously I got the lock, but it didn't get a lock. Why not? So question is, do I have the tag? I am a locker, and I'm in the overworld. That's for the sleeping system. The overworld tag. It's getting quite messy. I hope you still understand it. This is nothing compared to how some. See. So the question is now, why is this not doing anything? Because this should still have the new locked tag, because I'm not removing that, so unless something was wrong with that command. Tag e name equals locked list. Okay, yeah, so that still has, so it should match, which the error message seemed to indicate that it did. Failed to execute scoreboard place operation. Oh! ID. Okay, and I have gone away from being a locker. Okay, we need to redo the whole thing, because it's only going to be active one frame. One tick, that is. There! Aha! There we go. Lots of advertisements going on here. Please don't do it. It's not gonna help you out. Okay, now that we have done that, we can untag the new locked thing. Actually, probably give it another tag that says that it's that it is a lock. Is lock. Just so you can't spoof the system by naming an armor stand, essentially. There's nothing preventing you from doing that in survival. But there is no way to set a tag on something in survival. That's one of the benefits of Minecraft 1.9. Is you are no longer just, you know, bound to use the name of something to identify. You can actually locked. Can we set the name of this? There's no way of naming something with Taleraw like JSON, is there? It would be kind of nice to copy the name of somebody and place them in there, so you can see it's locked by somebody, but oh well. We'll live with that. Okay, now we can score board players tag at a tag equals new locked, remove new locked. Yes, your unique ID is 2. Might have been 1. Mine ended up 1. Okay, yeah, so now what we need to do is lock and unlock depending on if you're close or not. That is where this becomes a bit of a problem. Let's get rid of this. There. The problem is we're going to have to execute this sort of sliced over time with Monster Hunter. How have you not gotten Monster Hunter before? Okay. Basically, we want a tag for whether it should be locked or not. And that depends on whether the person who has the same ID as the armor stand is close to the armor stand. We're gonna need another scoreboard. Objective, add, lock test, I guess. Or lock owner. I mean, we could do this whole thing on the ID scoreboard, but I really don't want to mess the ID scoreboard up, and there's quite some potential for messing up a scoreboard in these kind of operations. They are hairy. as if you want to go know the details, then go look at that tutorial for storing player data per object. It's fairly complex. I think it's easier in Minecraft 1.9, but we'll see. Okay. What we want to do is we want to do scoreboard players tag at a remove locks selected lock. Yes. Selected lock. Let's remember that. We're gonna use it a bunch. And then we're gonna do scoreboard players add at R. Tag at R add selected lock. So every tick, we're gonna get a random player chosen to check for locks. Okay. The only thing that I really that I don't like about tags in comparison to scoreboards is that you can't like put a tag list up on the sidebar and see how things are doing. It would be nice. No suggestions, yeah. Give Swinksy something to do. Okay, so now we have a random player selected. Now we can test if they are close to any of their chests. So basically... Okay, hold on. Did we do this in the ID scoreboard? No, we shouldn't. So, maybe we should. There's a ton of commands that are going to run on otherwise. Problem is I'm going to mess up the ID scoreboard while I'm writing these commands. Okay, what I need to do, just so you know what I'm trying to achieve here, I need to take everybody's ID and you need to subtract the ID of the selected player from it. That way, all of the chests that have... Remember to make backups. All of the chests that have the ID of the selected player will end up with an ID of 0. Then we can test for that, because you can't really test for equality in any other way. So if you test for that, for whatever we need it for, and then once we're done with that, we're going to have to add the ID back. Now, this is going to be a mess. So this one is going to be scoreboard players operation a tag equals is lock. Whoops. Remove ID. Remove tag equals selected lock. Was it? I've already forgotten it. Well done. And we're gonna disable that for now, or actually, yeah, let's do this. Questions in chat that are about something that somebody... It's all in my mind. I can't actually find the question to that. I just saw the answer that is all in my mind. Okay, so now we have gone one way. So at this point we have the ID being 0 here, which means that we can do players tag at score ID equals 0 and score ID min equals 0 and the tag equals is lock. So the locks that have a score of 0, then we can remove, actually add should lock. Or actually just locked. what we're looking to do is we're looking to figure out if they should be locked or not. So we add a tag saying locked, and then we execute off of the player who has a score, tag equals selected lock, and then we scoreboard. Okay, do essentially all of this again, except we remove this and we do it only for the chests that are in a 5 block range, let's say. Okay, so now we have updated whether or not their chests should be locked. Okay, so then we can run 2 commands, basically. Is the lock blank? Okay, blank lock is not locked. So now we can do an execute off of anything tagged is lock, and it's, well, essentially this whole thing again. This. Aren't killer bunnies removed? I think they... Didn't they add it? And good evening. I wish I knew how to pronounce that name. Labrec, maybe? Good evening, anyway. All of these are going to... Wait, okay. Actually... I need to tag... Okay, hold on. Yeah, tag equals locked. I'm gonna run a block data command on their spot with a lock that has to be... Okay, this has to be 31, was it? Andy is good. Yeah, works better for me. Hold on a second. Play sound music creative master. Why would I play sound that is on top of the sound and the music that is already playing? I assume that is playing for you guys. Otherwise my desktop sounds are broken. Okay. Actually, that's 32. That should be good. Okay. Yes. And here's the problem. I'm gonna need to do the reverse here, but if I do tag not locked, then I'm gonna get everything that isn't a lock too. So I'm gonna have to test for name too. And that should be okay. There's nothing that doesn't have the lock tag should be named locked and have an ID. Okay, and then we're just gonna blank out the lock. And here comes the crucial bit, the mirror of this thing. So take and add the ID back. Now, dang it. I messed it up, and you will see what happened if we do ID here. No, I didn't. Then something is broken, probably. Yeah, somebody's getting the selected lock tag. operation tag. Oh yeah, because this thing didn't summon with the is locked tag. That's what saved me from messing up the entire ID. I still may mess up the entire ID scoreboard. That is very much a possibility. Like now. No, that looked okay. Question is, does it work? I can't really test it. Because I'm... okay. I shall need a helper. Yeah, the server limit is set at 128. It's likely that it wouldn't manage. I don't know exactly what kind of allocation of player counts and stuff we have on this, but probably not that good. Let's see. Yay! Now I'm far enough back that it shouldn't be possible to open this chest. Wow. That's a messy... Lime Slice gets the ID 3. Nice. Let's get rid... well, actually, let's not get rid of our ID tag. We'll just have to watch this through. The chest is locked. Haha! But if I go close to it... it's still locked. How close do I... yeah, now it is... oh. Nice little flange there from Dual Sounds. Yeah, it is working. And it didn't mess up our ID scoreboard. Put me back in creative, please. Now. Is there anything else I need to do with this then? Or is it just ready to go? That is amazing. See you, Besatrix. Besatrix? Something. It's awesome. Streaming and butchering everybody's names. It detects... yeah, I think that's it. Should probably have put some of these commands in here, because these are empty now. But oh well. Okay. It's actually one thing I should do with this. Actually, this here. Let me grab these coordinates. Armor stand at there. And it needs to be 1. Invisible 1. No gravity 1. Invulnerable. Invulnerable 1. Dang it. Would have been kind of clever to give it a name or tag or something. Tag E-type equals R stand equals x1. We're gonna add a tag to this thing. Spawn location. Isn't it smart to use something like the owner of the chest has to stand near the chest with a specific item in his hand to open the chest? I don't know. I mean, it is going to be a community server. If you're gonna come onto here to just grief, then you're gonna get thrown out. That's the simple of it. Game. Let's see. That's spawn location. Actually, at E at T. That's something new. Tag equals spawn location. This is there. This is basically just a replacement for something I already had, but that used exact coordinates. The problem with using exact coordinates is that if you're in the nether, then you're gonna end up in the nether. And when you get membership on the server, I basically just want to place you at the start. So tag equals spawn location. I know it's more secure. I know, like, if you had to hold a certain object, or like the version where you had to throw a certain item named a certain way onto the chest was also more secure. It's just that, well, it wasn't. Yeah, it was more complex and more of a mess to use. There's one more thing that we need to do though, and that is if I was to do that, the lock still remains. So basically, if you destroy if I lock a chest, thank you, very good idea. I want to go survival. If I lock a chest, can it then be destroyed? Is the question. I shall need assistance again. Well, what's the point then? That's kind of worthless. Okay, now it's locked. So I walk up here and I put my treasured slime ball in there. And walk away. It's locked. But I can just... Oh. Why? Yeah, the server has not been publicly posted yet. It's as soon as I have all of this stuff done the way I want it to. I don't want to just open the floodgates to the server with no protection for the people already on it and stuff. I want to have at least a few things. Here we have the stealer of slime balls. Anyway, first things first, we're going to do execute tag equals is lock, and if there isn't any chest anymore where they are, so detect air, then we're basically going to kill that. Is lock C equals 1. Okay. Oh, I'm being silly. That killed them. Ooh. Mining fatigue when near it, yeah, but... I mean, I was thinking about the spawning the slime again when somebody was near it, but... I mean, it kind of takes away the entire point. Can't really set it to invulnerable. It's definitely not for nothing, because the worst thing that can happen is I have to respawn the slime and just put a slime on the chest The bad part is, I guess. Okay, let's test a few things here. So I'm gonna need a chest. Don't need bedrock. So yeah, I have a hopper. Game mode survival. Thank you. Place a chest there. Lock it. What? What did I break? I mean, this only executes off of this lock thing, so that's... This is empty. What the heck? This worked just a minute ago. People can still use hopper. That's what I'm trying to test. I guess we can test that anyway. Is if I... Because that has kind of severe implications on this. If I do block data on this thing, and I set it to be locked with my super secure password, it's not locked, it's lock, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so now it's locked. Can't be opened. Well, I should probably have put something in it first. Okay, let's put a precious gold ingot in there. And lock it. Oh, I can't. Really? Okay, so the Minecraft lock functionality is pretty dang worthless. It just can be locked, but you can still pull stuff out of it with a hopper. That is just pretty terrible. Okay. So even if I was to just do mining fatigue or something to then yeah. Okay. So let's see. Block data on this thing. That also has a lock, but transfer cooldown. I don't think I have a big enough chat to just get wild suggestions of what Swinks is supposed to be doing. Okay. I guess I could use a super high transfer. Where's the hopper? There. Okay. Lock just prevents opening, so that doesn't do anything. Transfer cooldown. Time until the next transfer in game ticks usually be up. Okay, so basically we could set a transfer cooldown on a hopper below it, and it would prevent the transfer basically infinitely. Okay. But then minecart and minecart hoppers can be locked nowadays, I believe. to prevent them from picking anything up, so we could use that. Minecart hopper enabled. It also has a transfer cooldown though, so maybe that's better. Enabled can be switched using what's the rail? Activator rail, I believe. And yes, the point of this is to have it like working in the world with no problems like from it. The reason I like the lock mechanism in Minecraft rather than the slime thing is that if you use a slime, you can't place any blocks next to it anywhere, which is kind of weird. And this just, but anywhere within a 5 block radius you would have to have, because you can reach basically game mode survival. So basically, I can reach the chest from over here, basically. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks away, I would have to give everybody mining fatigue. And that's a terrible distance. And especially since there's nothing preventing you from putting down blocks. Yeah. That's... nothing else I could do with this thing. Really. Okay, I can fix everything of this, but execute just kill TNT nearby. Yeah, I mean, Honor just suggested cover it with an entity hitbox until the player comes nearby. That's what I started with. I started with a slime, invisible slime on top of the chest, but the problem with that is I have a second account on here, so making sounds. If this is the chest, then if there's a hitbox of an entity, you can't place block in any place around it. So you basically exclude a 9x9 area. I suppose that's still better than excluding a, like, 5x5 area. I guess that's what we're going for. I don't want to go to bed, it's late. It's just past midnight. Problem is I don't want lots and lots of entities on every single chest out in the world if I can avoid it. Will the shulker accept being inside a block? Okay. Testing time. Summon a shulker on this thing. There needs to be no AI 1. That's essentially all I need to do to test it. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't move. I can't open. Okay. Can I place stuff? I can. It is different. So shulker is better. Good. Okay. Use a shulker. But an armor stand is just sticking out the bottom. I don't... The armor stand hitbox is kind of finicky. I don't want to be trusting that. And yeah, well. I'm sorry, you've been warned a whole bunch of times by now. Okay, okay, if it has the tag locked... Okay, I need another tag or something. But then I would have to match two tags, that's the problem here. Sorry, I've been a bit distracted by chat issues. Might just go for a scoreboard instead. It would just be easier. Basically, I need to detect if there's a player within a like 6 or 7 block radius of a lock with a tag called locked. This one. That doesn't have a shulker spawned on top of it. Surprising amount of spam for 20 people. Yeah, that is very true. It's usually much better. It's usually not that much spam. I don't know why. What's different with this one? But actually, yeah, okay. Let's see. Okay, but if I go scoreboard players tag at E, tag equals locked. Actually, okay. Remove need shulker. Okay. Nothing needs a shulker. And actually, well, yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we've removed the need for shulker from everything. Then we're going to execute off of everybody. And we're going to do scoreboard players tag at E, tag equals locked, R equals whatever, 8 or something. So every player within an 8 block radius of a locked chest, those need shulkers. And then we're gonna execute off of so lock shulker or something. Thank you, printer. So we have a lock shulker, and then that is going to do a scoreboard players tag at at E. Tag equals need shulker. Dx equals 0. So anything's tagged need shulker in the same block. Wait, what am I doing? Remove need shulker. Okay, so anything where there's already a shulker doesn't need a shulker, obviously. So at this point, if we just execute off of anything that needs a shulker, tag equals need shulker. This is all a very like roundabout way of getting around not having to match 2 tags, by the way. Summon shulker, and I hope that if I summon it to those coordinates, which are not going to be like in the center of the block, it's still going to align itself. That's what I'm hoping. Otherwise, we're going to have to adjust this. And that needs to have a tags that is lock shulker and no AI1 and invisible 1 and invulnerable 1 and what am I missing? Invisible isn't going to help, is it? I need to apply an effect to this limb and silent. That's what I'm looking for. I don't want all the locked chests in the world to keep going. Although it would be kind of a funny bug. Lock shulker. Yes. And now actually, we have this little spare command block down here. No, can't use that, because then it would take an additional tick before you actually get this done. So effect at e tag equals lock shulker Minecraft colon invisibility whatever. Okay. Now I kind of need to figure out why the whole system broke. Or is this a trap chest, is it? No, this is just a chest. Why? Okay. Game mode is survival. Okay, now that worked. Okay, so it's open. Now it's locked, and I'm quite far away. So tag equals lock shulker. Yeah, there's one. Now, how does it work? Let's see. Let's bring in my trusted assistant. How did you manage to come into the chat and yell in all caps to not be a douche? Okay, second account is not wanting to play. I don't think I'll ever quite understand why they chose that Elytra was a good name for the wings. Like, honestly. There we go. Now we're in. Okay. Clicking it doesn't work. Okay. Now, next test. Can I lock this? Oops. Shift click. Is it one of the directions that doesn't work? What the heck? Okay. ID scoreboard is still correct. What the heck? Just called. Seriously, what? Yeah, these chests are oriented the same way. That direction doesn't work, that direction doesn't work, that direction doesn't work, and this direction doesn't work. Why did it work before? Is it because Limeslice is joined the server? Okay, so you can't lock a chest if somebody else is around. Is that it? That's the only reasonable explanation I can figure out for this. Ah. What the heck? Okay, so this is just to kill any locks that don't have a chest anymore. This is empty. This is tagging anybody who has the locker score and the place lock score. And tagging all the item frames within a radius of 5 with a potential lock tag. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, okay. Remove the potential lock tag from anything that has an item in it. So obviously it wasn't the one I just placed. This is just a locked direction. I would expect something like... You're not going to be able to post links in the chats if you're not a moderator. Too many with the same tag, maybe? Yeah, but we have different ID numbers, so it shouldn't be that. I'm more thinking that there's something here that selects everything around the player and does something to prevent it. This is just the ID stuff. That obviously works. That resets the place lock. So at this point we should have placed the lock. What the? How do I know so many commands? Yeah. It's just... You keep doing this for a long time, you'll learn it. That's not the... You can learn a few basics. I have a series up on YouTube, on the channel, that is the basic command block stuff. But once you know it, you're gonna memorize the commands that you use a lot, and the ones that you don't, you'll just look up. Like, memorizing commands is not the difficult part of command blocking. TNTs, creepers, ender crystals. I don't actually know exactly what effect the shulker has on an explosion on the lock. We're gonna have to figure that out. Might go into creative. Even stats, you get used to it. I am honestly Okay, so this executes for everybody who has a locker score. But that requires you to have... Okay, the locker score. This can it mess up my locker score somehow? Where's that? That's like here somewhere. Probably should be setting up more sign. Okay, remove the locker score from everybody. Aha! So if another player was standing closer to the command block. Aha! Okay. Ooh. Of course, that was a shulker. Give me a chest. We're gonna place a new chest here for test. Or wait, actually, yeah, that works. That works fine. Switch me into game mode survival. Thunderstorm, go out and find yourself a skeletal horse. There's something for you to do. Okay, now if I stand with the lime slice, who by the way is not me, it's just my helper, closer to the command block than before. Now it works. Okay, and if I go here, I can't open this. Okay, good. Now we can continue with the experiment I was actually doing before, which is if I lock this chest here, actually I can still access this, so I can put in a gold ingot there. Now there's nothing preventing me from putting a hopper there. Okay, fine. That's the next thing to... Wow. Double Minecraft client thunder. What? Why are these locked? Why do these not? These are all mine. Why do they not open? They only open if I'm in survival. Is that it? Oh wait, there's nothing that kills the shulkers. Derp. Okay, so execute off of anything that is oh, this could actually be pretty bad. Type equals armor stand. Name equals locked T. Oh, I can test for the team. That's good. Box. And let's not have the locked tag. Then, okay, then we can. Well, I don't want to kill it because that'll potentially. I don't know if they've fixed the drops and stuff, but we'll just teleport them out of the way. And what I want to teleport is actually tag equals lock shulker dx equals 0. Okay, teleport away. If it's not locked anymore, then teleport the shulker away to its oblivion. Now I should be able to open this. Perfect. Which also means I can destroy it. But other players can't destroy it anymore because it's protected by shulkers when I'm not around. But if I want to destroy my own chest and move it or whatever, then I can kill it with that. So actually on this server, the most secure building materials will be locked chests. However, you can't place them next to each other, and you can't lock a trapped chest. So there's that. That said, we still have the... Nice. Next thing you do is one player in the bed makes a day after a certain amount of time. The improved sleeping. Done. Do I get a reward? 25% of all players in the overworld need to sleep in order to skip to the next day. Okay. We're gonna execute for actually execute at E tag equals locked. So, and then detect a Minecraft hopper. I'm not gonna care if somebody places a hopper facing into the chest or a dropper facing into the chest. That's just gonna be okay. But if this is the case, then you can actually pull items out of the chest, which is what I'm trying to prevent. So then block data on that thing and set. And I'm not gonna. And we're gonna have the ability to have a locked chest with a hopper underneath it that only works if you're around. So in this case, we're going to set. What was it? Transfer cooldown. Cooldown. Small multi-capital D. That's an integer, and let's set second. So let's see. This should mean I removed all my locked chests. Okay. Mode survival. And okay. Give myself a hopper. Safely lock. And put this down. Now this should be taking items. So if I put let's see. If I put all of those in, they start taking away, but if I back away and stand over here for quite a bit, we'll be able to lock furnaces. I mean... Wait a second, won't making it unable to pull items out of chests break some people's redstone systems? Potentially, if you lock all your chests. Okay, so that worked. I mean, my suggestion is if you want to work with a redstone system, then you have to just forgo locking your chest. Maybe you can have a redstone system process where all your like intermediate chests and stuff are unlocked, but then have your target, like your collection chests, locked. Now, what happens if you lock something and then it becomes a double chest? I think you're gonna have to apply a second lock to that, and that's gonna have to be okay. The only thing remaining then is, let's see. If I place, actually let's use a powered rail so it stays put. A minecart with a hopper under this thing. Oh, I can't place. Okay then. There. Container.minecart. Okay, so that's just gonna, yeah. It's far quicker. Okay, let's do the same thing for that then. I believe you have to have this underneath in order to be able to. So, but basically, we can do this, but instead of the detect, we're gonna run it straight off of here, and we're gonna do entity data on, let's see, at E, type what is that? That's a minecart hopper, right? It's not a hopper minecart, it's a minecart hopper, I'm pretty sure. I have to look this up. Minecart. Minecart hopper, yep. And let's see. We're actually gonna run this command one block down and then use a radius of 1. So we catch actually a radius of 2. Probably good. I mean, this is gonna disable minecart hoppers for a bit more than you would absolutely have to. Yes, I got the capitals right. Yeah, but I'm okay with that. I mean, if you have to run your minecart hoppers right sort of underneath your locked chests, then you're doing something strange. And I will just say that you can't lock your chests if you want to do that. Again, transfer cooldown 20. Will have to be good enough. Yeah, that should be it. It's only when it's locked. Yeah, okay. Now these take out items so quickly, I'm not even sure I can. Let's see. Run! This answers the question while we wait and see. Which program do I use to make the live streams? I use OBS Studio. Is there anything in here? No, there isn't. Problem is I have no idea if that actually means it's working or not. Okay, we're gonna do... Aha! We're gonna play with minecarts. Okay, dang it. Okay, I want a couple here. And a redstone torch. This is not what I expected to have to do, but okay. There. And now put my precious gold in there. Actually, you can just run it past. That's a pretty good test. Normally, okay, if this is now not a locked chest. Well, okay, that kind of invalidates all the tests I've done, but okay. 64 in there. We run this minecart past there now. It picks up 3. Okay, good test case. So, fill this back up and get ourselves a lock. Get rid of these. Get rid of some other stuff that is gathered in my inventory. Game mode survival. And lock this thing. Good, we don't need the ID scoreboard anymore. Okay. Now. Okay, that did not work. Okay, whatever. Was I not far enough away or something? Or does this not work? So basically this is the only thing left except the question of what happens if you like explode a TNT or creeper next to it. Fail to execute. Yeah, but that's probably because there isn't. Minecart hopper. There are any number of problems that could be the case with these. I mean, I don't know. Oops. To data. That appears to have worked. Will I be doing any playtesting? Not today, but I mean, this is the server that's going to be the fan server, so there's going to be playtesting enough of this stuff. I'm aiming to open this up, by the way, later this week. I just want these things to be set first. And we're gonna kind of open it up slowly, just give a few people access, and then add on more people as time goes. Question is, does transfer cooldown even work? Is the selector the problem, or is that the selector shouldn't be a problem? But everything is locked underneath. That really shouldn't be a problem. Why is this a problem? Okay, enabled 1B. 0B, maybe. Let's... Okay, this now contains 64 ingots. I'm definitely far enough away if I stand like over here. Okay. Now it didn't pick anything up. Awesome. That worked. We'll run with that then. I don't think for transfer cooldown works in Hopper minecarts. No, that is quite a possibility. It's weird because they have maybe that's why they transfer stuff so much quicker than the normal hoppers. Either way, this works. I mean, if you try that to steal stuff out of somebody's chest, somebody's locked chest, mind, then your minecart hopper is going to end up locked, and you're going to have to unlock it with an activated rail. I'm happy with that. That's fine. It does stay disabled, yes. But like, yeah, I'm fine. Okay. Let's see. This is a bedrock box. It should be perfectly safe to blow up stuff in here. Floor is gonna go. That's okay. Let's start with this. What I'm gonna have to do is fire this off and then get far enough away to spawn the shulker before it blows up. This shouldn't be a problem. Whoosh. Yeah, okay. Oops. That's an oh. Oh, yeah, okay, that's the floor. Yeah, skeletal horses are bad at pretty much everything except looking nice, I guess. And being a free horse. Okay, so the shulker remains. I mean, that's not a problem I really need to solve, because you shouldn't be able to get rid of the lock when the shulker's there. If that happens, I've done something wrong. Or well. Application for the server, yes. Some form of application is going to happen. I don't know the details yet. What I want to do before this is done is I want to complete the system, and I want to I might want to remove it anyway, yeah. And I want to make sure we have like written rules for the server and stuff. And then we'll start taking applications. Tag equals shulker. Sorry. So yeah, why not? We'll just add that. Execute at E. Tag equals lock shulker. Detect air 0. Kill at E. Tag equals lock shulker C equals 1. Are you going to be adding things like custom crafting or item protection? These are pretty much the only thing I've been considering adding, except these things, is the improved explosion stuff. Pretty much. Okay, regardless of how I fix this. So this is not turning into game mode 4 now. I mean, the game mode 4 public server exists if you want to do that. So, regardless of how I fix this, it's going to somehow nerf explosions around this. There's really no way around that. The only other way I know of would be to replace all the blocks around it with bedrock when something is about to go boom. Which I don't want. There won't be playtesting today. Again, it's not a map. Too tired to think through this, I guess. So, one way, like at what distance does a TNT explosion break a chest? Is the next question. Is it even consistent? It definitely broke it from one space away. Actually, let's do this test up here so we don't break the floor. Okay, so it broke it from there. Definitely breaks it from there. 3 blocks away. Blocks away. Okay, that's annoying. There's a fairly big radius. Okay, 5 blocks away did not blow up. Or it did. Okay, so 5 blocks away is like a maybe. Okay, 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, that's quite a no explosion zone around the chest, to honest. On the other hand, I mean, you are by definition trying to grief somebody if you're doing this near a locked chest. So I guess kind of okay with a no grief rule on that. What are you doing, Swixie? Okay. Yeah, we'll actually have that execute here, so I can just steal it. Not the shulker one. Lock one. Okay. For everything locked, then we're just gonna kill a type equals primed TNT in a radius of 6. Did they fix the problem where you couldn't detect if a creeper was about to go off? And the next question is, is a creeper explosion equally... duplicated atoms? The only way I know is with a hopper clock. Are you sure it's not just a ghost item? Shoots in super fast, I don't know if... Yeah, might as well. Did they fix the problem where you couldn't detect if a creeper was about to go off? I think they did. How do I test that? I guess I'm gonna have to use a victim. I am sorry about this, Mr. Lime Slice, but you're going to be a test subject here. Let's see. Reaper. What do you have? You have an explosion radius. Okay, that's an okay thing. We'll just change the explosion radius. That's fine. Does the prime TNT have that too? I mean, in that case, no, it just has fuse. That is so weird. Why do they keep doing that stuff? Like, one thing has one property, another has another. Entity data. Creeper. Its explosion radius is by default 3. So I guess if we take all the creepers within like a 5 block radius and set their explosion radius to 0, which I hope is a valid number. I'm the one that made the video on the Switch. Yeah, I'm not matching the fuse though. I'm talking about the explosion radius. I know they both have the fuse. The problem with the creepers and fuse has been that the creeper fuse has been unmatchable for whatever reason. Prime TNT, minecart TNT. Ender crystals. Now the next question is, does an explosion radius of 0 work? So if let's hold on a second. Put the chest there. Reaper summons right here, except there. And I set fuse to 0 and explosion radius to 0. That appears to have worked. Does it work if I do that too? Yeah, it appears fairly consistent. Boom, boom. Can you break objects with fireballs? I don't think you can, right? Okay. Spencer. Where's those? Are those? Oh, grammar. Fireball. Oh, okay. Fire charge. Derp. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. And something to trigger the switch. That's what I thought. Thing is, a fire charge you cannot, but if you manage to get a gas to shoot at it, it probably will break. Blaze doesn't work, I guess, unless you manage to get this thing set on fire, which I don't think. I don't know if you. It doesn't look. It didn't look like you could. Can you? Chests can't burn, can they? Can a gassed fireball? Yeah, that's the next question. Can a gassed fireball kill a chest? This is -Z. So, what's that? It's just a fireball, is it? And action being 0D, I think. 0D and -1D. Okay. Sorry about that, I'm getting a bit tired. Oh, it's not a capital D. This is like one of those things. Yeah, apparently it can. Okay. So fireballs. Fireballs will just get rid of. They have explosion power though. Okay, we'll try that too. So, explosion power, which is not the same as the explosion. Okay, so if I just nerf the explosion power. Let's do that then. It's less destructive than whatever. Also less obvious. Okay, power. Different thing. What am I doing? Not where it goes. Yeah, ever so slightly tired. Fireballs. Explosion power. 0. Okay, we are down to, if I got this right now, minecart TNT and ender crystal. Minecart TNT. Capital TNT. Oops. Copy this. Oops. Type equals minecart TNT. They TNT fuse. They basically have no way of affecting the power. So I'm just gonna have to kill them. Or actually, here's the thing. Is this even a possibility? Can you defuse an armed TNT minecart? That's an interesting question. And in order to test that, I'm going to need a piece of rail, TNT minecart, like so, and lock. Interesting. This is like a little bit of Minecraft science right here. Figure stuff out. Chest is locked. And that means... How do you trigger... Can you set them off like this? Apparently not. Then I assume that we need an activator rail for that. Which suits me just fine. Okay, and now I need to flick this and then run the heck away. And okay, you cannot deactivate an activated TNT minecart, it appears. So we are just going to kill it. And this will then tell us if our test was valid or not, essentially. There. Game mode survival. Place the lock. Back to creative. Flick the switch and back off, and yes, it does get destroyed. So it was correct. You cannot... Yeah, I mean, the only thing... Invalid UUID. What? Yeah, that just basically means it didn't have anything to run on. You can't set it back to -1. Okay, the only thing we have remaining then is a... Come on. Up the radius of the kill command for TNT minecart. Tested multiple TNT further away. Yeah, you have a good point. She'll do that. I believe, though, that it isn't the radius that multiplies, but the fact that it shoots away the initial TNT. This is going to be a dangerous testing environment in a bit. Let's sort out the last one first. The rest of the stuff is just basically upping the radius of things. Beam target, show bottom. That's a bit of an issue. Let's see. They will explode, and the crystal is the same power as a charged creeper. Ouch. Here is an issue. You were right, I even read that. And yet I failed to actually test for the right things. Okay, and we're gonna redo that test. Not necessarily because I think it's a very needed solution, but because I wanted to know this thing. Entity data. Set the TNT fuse -1. That's the way it's gonna be. And I'm gonna double check that I've got the caps right on that. I do. Okay, let's redo the test. Interesting. It kind of bugs out. Yeah, okay, that's okay. It's not a good solution. Interesting, but not a good solution. Good to know, though. Obviously, it's going to try to relight the fuse every tech here, because it's standing on a powered activator rail. So, whatever. The also problem is, whenever you come home and you're going to go to your chest, whatever, like TNT and stuff in minecarts that you have placed around it, if somebody's made, it's going to go off, because it's going to stop setting that. So, nope. Now here's the problem. Ender crystals are kind of nice decorative items, and they only blow up if you kill them. So one thing you could do is, instead of getting rid of them, we make them immortal if they're close to. I think that's the kind of okay thing to do. Bit of a weird solution, I guess, but I think it's okay. So, effect E type Ender crystal in a radius of. I mean, I guess this could be used to grief the heck out of the end, but. We shall deal with that later. Maybe you could detect the block under the TNT minecart and remove the activator rail. Yeah, the thing is, this is all anti-griefing, and if you're obviously trying to grief someone, then I don't mind you losing your minecart. The rule. So this place is not meant as a sort of competitive ground where you steal people's stuff. It's not a PvP server. It's meant to be a friendly place where you can play together. I don't know what kind of radius a charged creeper explosion has. We can go with 10. Don't care that much about it. Not effect. It's in data. Want. And I want invulnerable 1. This is gonna leave them invulnerable forever. I don't think you can make them invulnerable. Interesting. It's another experiment coming up then. This one just simply needs a block here. What? Well, an end crystal. Huh. Oh, say ender crystal because the entity's called that. Okay, now entity data at the type equals ender crystal. C equals 1. Invulnerable 1. Okay, now we supposedly have an invulnerable ender crystal over there. And just to prove a point, we're going to do this in survival mode. Because that's how you would be trying to kill it, and I don't know. I don't think there's a difference if you shoot something with an bow and arrow from survival or creative, but yeah, I'm very sure you can make them invulnerable, by the way. Because there was a bug where all of them were invulnerable. Yeah. That's definitely possible. Does this blow up if I kill it in creative? Another Minecraft science question answered. Okay. You might not have been able to do that in 1.8. That I'm not sure of. It was definitely possible somewhere halfway through in a snapshot because it broke everybody's ends. You had to run a command to fix it. The problem is you can now use this to make permanently invulnerable Ender Crystal. Honestly, okay with that. At one point, you could maybe even restrict the locks to only work in the overworld, or to not work in the end or whatever. Okay, the only tests we have remaining then is basically let's protect ourselves a bit here. We're basically just gonna place it. We need more space. Or actually, TNT protection is just a creeper. That's fine. 7 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Here we're going to basically enclose a fair bit here to not. I'm not going to cover it all the way up, but we don't basically want the entire room to explode. Most of the stuff here is invulnerable or command blocks or whatever. This I don't need. But I don't need my signs and stuff to blow up. And basically we're just going to pile on a big pile of TNT just outside the radius and see what happens. Okay. Okay. Come here. TNT. Basically, actually, you don't even need to stack it that way because if I trigger, actually, okay, let me do this. These are probably going to just basically instantly explode. If I kind of, I light the innermost one, which is the only that one is outside of the explosion test radius thing. Okay, let's try that out. Game mode survival, and put this away so we can get ourselves a lock. There. Okay. Ow. Well, it certainly blew up the chest. Okay. 240 and 40 to 260 and 60. Fail. 240, 0, 40, 260, 0, 60. Enter. Okay. Whatever, we'll just up the radius. Creepers should be fine. Kill any prime TNT within a radius of 10 should be okay. And minecart TNTs in radius of 10. Whatever. It's okay. Of course I can get the coordinates to one of the coordinates with the fill command. With tab, that is. But I mean, that isn't really helpful. Because I need both of them. I also wanted to be super careful that I absolutely got a 0 into the Y coordinate. Because if I had nuked some of these command blocks, I would be fairly unhappy. Wither and Wither Skull. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, if you unleash a Wither onto somebody's home place, then you're gonna be griefing a lot more than just locked chests. That goes for the TNT and stuff as well, I guess, but... sources for you. And leads. Okay, all you gotta do is slash fill, tab, 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 and press enter, and the command won't do anything, that's true. And go to the next spot and press use and tab 3 more times. Yeah, the thing is, that's not measurably faster than what I did. Like, I don't mind the keeping a couple of coordinates in my head and typing them out. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna completely ignore the wither problem for now. Not because it would be impossible to fix here, but because it's something I should be thinking about, because it's like a griefing thing overall. And we're gonna place that one facing upwards so we can build something next to it if we want to. There! That is a lock system pretty much done. And one step closer to opening up the server for applications. Yeah, I mean, you can all think it's helpful. I'm not saying you should do what I just did and type in coordinates. I just mean that if you, for some reason, figure out the coordinates to something, then go ahead and type the coordinates, if that's easier. My point was, I know about tab. Okay, well, it's getting fairly late here, so I'm gonna close down here. This is pretty much done. We'll use it in the world and we'll see if it works out, and otherwise we'll pretty much just fix whatever problems come up. That's how it will go. Just gonna clear my inventory before I head back to my actual server. I stashed all my stuff before I went creative, so I don't want to mix in any cheating in this. It's gonna be survival only. Then spawn a pig and kill it. Wait. Anyway, that's gonna be it. Thanks. I'll hang around a little bit and chat if somebody has any questions or anything. But I'll be putting up a video later this week on server applications and stuff. As soon as I have that stuff sorted out, it'll be up on this channel. So just keep a lookout for that. And when I go other videos, I'm gonna try to get the second half of the advanced commands tutorial out pretty soon with the new stuff in 1.9, and I'm going to try to edit a glass core episode. I have it recorded, but it takes a lot of time to edit, so we'll see when I have time. Yeah, and I'm not going to help with the map. Go look at my FAQ to see why. Thanks, guys, and I'll catch you later.